Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of Diego's videos, and let's get started. Today I'm going to be doing some NFL predictions for the upcoming 2021 NFL season. Today I'm going to be starting with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I will be doing 31 other videos for each NFL team, so stay tuned for your team to show up soon. Now, for the Kansas City Chiefs, they're coming off a devastating Super Bowl loss against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. However, I see them still bouncing back this year with a solid record. Starting at week 1, they play the Cleveland Browns, and personally, I see the Kansas City Chiefs taking the W. The Browns have definitely one of the most complete rosters this year. However, the Kansas City Chiefs still have a very overpowering offense, and I think even with the Browns' stellar team, it'll be still too hard for Baker Mayfield to keep up with Patrick Mahomes. Week 2, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Baltimore Ravens, and personally, I feel like the Baltimore Ravens actually will take this W due to the fact that Lamar Jackson's versatility is very strong, and even though the Chiefs have beat them in the past, I think the Ravens are going to come hungry, and they're going to try to take the W. It's very hard for me to say this as a Steelers fan, but the Baltimore Ravens are still a very scary team and are often overlooked for the Cleveland Browns. Week 3, Los Angeles Chargers at Kansas City Chiefs. I do see the Chargers making a big jump this year, and I will state some more on that when it's their turn in a couple days. So for the Kansas City Chiefs, I have them definitely beating the Chargers, unfortunately for them. The Chargers are definitely an improving team, as I said. However, the Kansas City Chiefs, they are definitely more of the complete team, and Justin Herbert is a strong suit for the Chargers. However, I do not feel like the Chiefs' offensive line is going to completely fall apart under their pass rush from the Chargers, but they're going to be able to just throw the ball down the field all day, just because the Chargers, I mean, they're a great team, but they're not good enough to beat the Chiefs. Next up, the Kansas City Chiefs at Philadelphia Eagles. Personally, I have the Chiefs obviously winning. The Philadelphia Eagles are not a great team. However, I will say that the addition of Devontae Smith is going to be challenging for the Chiefs to defend against with Jalen Reagor and Devontae Smith. I feel like Jalen Reagor still has a lot of potential after his first, I'd say, poor season. But I do not think that the Eagles' passing game is going to be enough to beat the Chiefs. Next up, we have the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football. Now, this game is definitely has the possibility of being a game of the year. I personally have the Buffalo Bills taking revenge against the Chiefs and taking the W. The Buffalo Bills definitely had a strong postseason run last year, and I think they're looking to improve on that. And I believe the Chiefs are not going to be able to handle the persistence of Josh Allen and crew. Next up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at Washington Football Team. The Kansas City Chiefs, I do not believe they will have much problem with the Washington Football Team, and that's not me talking trash about the Washington Football Team. They're just not the best team, honestly. I guess I am talking trash. They're pretty bad, but they're better than the Eagles and Giants. I think they'll be in contention for the NFC East title with the Dallas Cowboys, but they're just not good enough now. Kansas City Chiefs at Tennessee Titans. Another surprise upset for me. I have the Titans taking the W. I think Derrick Henry, even though the Chiefs are definitely improving on defense as well, I still think Derrick Henry is going to run all over the Chiefs. I know that's a bold statement, but the Chiefs, I don't think they have what it takes. Their offense is strong, but if they keep, they're going to lose this game in the fourth quarter if they can't contain Derrick Henry, and I just see Derrick Henry having a monster game against the Chiefs this week. Next up, we got the New York Giants. I don't think there's much to say, led by Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes is just not good enough. I mean, the Giants would be Super Bowl champs if Danny Dimes didn't fall every time he got to the 1-yard line, but we're not going to talk about that. So next, we have the Green Bay Packers at Kansas City Chiefs. Now, with the looming possibility of Aaron Rodgers leaving the Packers. No matter the outcome of that, I still have the Chiefs taking this one. With Rodgers, it might be closer than I would think. However, the Chiefs definitely can overpower the Packers defense, which isn't known to be that great in the first place. And with Tyrann Mathieu, for example, on the Chiefs, with the lack of receivers on the Packers team, it's going to be, it might be pretty easy for the Chiefs to move on through the Packers. Next up, we have Kansas City at the Las Vegas Raiders. This is another upset I have. I have the Raiders actually beating this team. I have the Raiders taking out the anger from getting absolutely embarrassed the last time they played after choking wide open Travis Kelce in the end zone. I think they're going to definitely recover after that. And John Gruden will, I hope for them, he will not allow that to happen again. And they seem to have a formula of how to beat the Chiefs, and I think it's going to work this time around. Next up, we have the Dallas Cowboys at Kansas City Chiefs. Another lackluster team, but with the addition of Dak Prescott, could prove some challenges with the Chiefs. However, I do have the Chiefs coming out on top. They're just too strong, and Cowboys still have a pretty bad defense, even with the addition of Micah Parsons. All right. So, week 13, after their bye week, we have the Denver Broncos at Kansas City Chiefs. I actually have this game being pretty close. However, I think the Chiefs will come on top. The main reason for Denver providing a challenge to the Chiefs is due to the fact that they have a superb secondary. Their secondary with Patrick Surtain and Justin Simmons is scary to see, and only time will tell on how far the Broncos can go with the Chiefs in possible division complications in the future. But this year, I do not see them being enough to beat the Chiefs. Next up, we have the Raiders again playing the Chiefs. This time, I think the Chiefs will clap back at their own turf, and the Chiefs definitely will. I think this will be a fair trade for both teams. The Chiefs will fight back to get a revenge game after their loss. Next up, we got the Chiefs at Chargers on Thursday night. I also have the Chiefs beating the Chargers this game. While this is, the Chargers are, like I said, a growing team, they're just not enough to beat the Chiefs. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Personally, now, as a Steelers fan, I do think the Chiefs will come out on top on this game. However, if the Steelers can manage to utilize Najee Harris in a very effective way, I could see them easily putting up a challenge or even beating the Chiefs. However, as it stands right now, I think the Chiefs' defense and offense will be too much for the Steelers to handle. Next up, Week 17, which is usually the last game, but this year it is not. We have the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't think there's much to talk about here. They're the Bengals, they're getting destroyed. Again, Broncos, Week 18. I feel like the Chiefs will also take the W against this team but I do stand by what I said. The Denver Broncos will provide a challenge. Now, this puts the Chiefs at a final record of 13-4. I think that is still a very strong record and easily the division champs. But only time will tell to see what their playoff implications can be, and I will release those once we make it to playoffs in like half a year, basically. All right. Thank you guys for watching the first edition of Diego's predictions for the NFL 2021 season. I'm going to be doing this every day, like I said, starting tomorrow with the Denver Broncos. It's fitting that we end with them, and we're going to start with them tomorrow. So thank you, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace, man.